Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about operators. My name is Christophe Renaud and I was a co-founder at a VC firm called Isaïe. Today I'm an ex-VC turned business angel and I'm here to talk about something I witnessed as an angel, the rise of the operators. Many of you know operators well, but we're going to tell a bit who they are so we're on the same page. Operators are the early employees of startups. They are those who work behind founders, the C levels, the head of, the VP, the managers. They run operations, they develop products, they write the code, they execute growth plans behind the scene. To me, operators are key to startup success. They are the engine for value creation. And to me, they are not recognized to their full merit. But it's about to change. In the US, it changed years ago, and now it's coming to Europe. Nowadays in France, founders are getting fully aware of what operators can bring to the table as investors. They are the best source of smart money. Operators have their playbooks ready on shelves. They have field expertise and they can bring actionable advice. Sorry. In the US, it's massive. You have armies of operator investors as individuals in syndicates, as a solo GP, or joining regular VCs as partners. In France, we're a bit late, as always, and their potential is not fully leveraged, mainly because exits are not as frequent nor as big than in the US. I've done a bit of user research, and when you interview operators, they all say the same thing. We love the idea of an operator's fund. We love giving back, but we have three problems. A, limited capital. B, limited time. C, limited experience in investing. Well, we designed a singular platform specifically to address these three issues. So let me introduce our new initiative, OPRTRS CLUB. Our site web is OPRTRS.club, and it's also our brand because we wanted our site to be a bit hidden, like a secret society. We've been very much inspired by companions in medieval France, how they used to teach each other and to help each other to build cathedrals. But let's get back to tech operators and to our community of the community-driven investment platform. The first question that comes to mind is how do you build a community? Well, we're not a classical regulated funds because, with professional qualified investor investing a minimum of 100k euros, you would lose everyone, right? So we're an angel fund, unregulated angel fund, and operators can invest as little as 5k. For them, it's huge because they're in a stage in their life when, they're making babies or buying an apartment. The trick is we leverage this unique network of operators and we raise funds with exited entrepreneurs and family offices who support our movement so that we can have critical mass, a fund of 8 million to invest. So here's a solution to the first problem, limited capital. What about the other two? Well, because we have this micro fund, we can get carried interests. So we can incentivize a team of 3 professional investors who brings venture capital as a service. So we're technically a management-centered angel network, and the managers, they prepare everything to alleviate operators. They also bring discipline as professional investors, and it's a guarantee that the job gets done. The way it works is that managers would select the best opportunities, finalize due diligence with relevant operators from our network, and then submit an investment memo to the community so that each member can vote investment decisions. Operators can contribute when they're uniquely valuable, sourcing, screening, finalizing due diligence, and most important of all, bringing support to the portfolio. But why would operators in our network get involved with a limited amount of capital as skin in the game? Well, it's because we share carried interest with them. And I guess you can call us a semi-decentralized organization. We have potentially 100 plus potential partners to get carried. And we think it's a good idea that carried allocation gets aligned with true contribution. Our operators they share the same opinion. They love it. They love this idea. And we make no effort to build a community. It's only warm referral and peer invitation. Each member typically brings 2 or 3 friends, other operators. We just did our first closing with 35 plus operators and will soon be more than 100. So we're going to have operators on any given vertical: SaaS, fintech, AI, climate, and on any given role: tech, data, product, growth, sales. And we think that writing one check of, say, 200K, 300K, with more than 100 top operators behind it to help you, is a nice value proposition at pre-seed. Also included in the value proposition is the role of the managers, the ex-VCs turned angel, who help to hack the venture capital game and fundraising. So who are the managers? Well, here are my partners in crime. Noe used to be an ex-professional hockey player, is now a turned VC. He's been a scout and a super angel this past 5 years, and he's done more than 50 angel investments. Younes has developed a continuous learning program for operators called Lion, and is now a CFO in a great startup. We launched a month ago in France, and we're convinced that the timing is perfect. France now has 40 unicorn, of which a couple of marketplaces are making more than €1 billion in GMV. A couple of SaaS companies are making more than 200 million in ARR, and a couple of other companies are making more than 100 million in EBITDA. So we're very bullish on the French ecosystem. We're also very bullish on the next cycle, the one that is coming after the downturn, particularly in this cycle on one type of founders: the ex-operators turning co-founders. More and more of these operators are now starting their own ventures, which is also why it's called the rise of the operators. We first mentioned the operator investor, but at the same time, there is the rise of the operator co-founders. And it's proven that ex-operators can turn into great co-founders. There's many, many examples: Exalead, Stupeflix, Hugging Face, Algolia, DataIQ. All were started by ex-operators. This is why our plan is to focus on ex-operators turning co-founders, particularly those with international ambition. Because if you want to succeed in the US, there's a bigger market, a larger talent pool, bigger financing, more exits, and more of a larger exits. We're going to be sector agnostics as long as we have experts in our network, but we'll be targeting capital efficient business models, as we believe cash is going to be king for another couple of years. We'll be backing these ex-operators turned co-founders as early as possible, and our network of 100 plus operators are going to be, like sparring partners or fractional co-founders for the startups. We think we're going to source mainly through our network, through warm referral, founders, ex-operators turning co-founders with proven execution capability. And we think our community and our social events are going to be key to sourcing the best. So we're building this because we're convinced that this is what people want, and we're convinced that it does make perfect sense for the next cycle. We are convinced that we can attract a lot of winners in our portfolio, and hopefully some outliers that can turn into billion-dollar exits. But that's not the first reason why we do this. We do this because we're super excited by this mission to help new champions get off the ground. We do this because we are super excited to fuel the top of the funnel for tier 1 VC. And we do this because we are super excited by this mission to foster the entrepreneurial spirit. We believe innovation and entrepreneurs can make this world a better place. And we believe our world needs entrepreneurs now more than ever. That's why we wake up every morning to support entrepreneurs. And we invite you all to join us in this mission. Thank you very much.